What's up, everybody? Sam here, Crypto in the Morning. Good to see everybody. We have a amazing show. You probably heard about machine learning, or maybe you've heard about AI, right? Artificial intelligence. But you're like, it doesn't really affect your life. It doesn't seem practical. Well, there's brand new tools out there. If you sit at a computer for your job, if you email, if you do something in marketing, if you do something in sales, there's a new tool available that can change your work so that you can make more money. I've already used it to make over $420, ironically, $420. I use this. Absolutely incredible. We're going to get into some examples here shortly. We're also going to get into some more impact. If you're not paying attention to AI, you will get left behind. To understand what AI is, we're going to do that. What is AI, right? It's actually been out for a lot longer than you might think, but you need to be paying attention to this shit. You need to, or you're definitely going to get left behind in terms of the finances and all that kind of stuff. So before we get into the video, we're going to play the intro song. If you'd like to support the channel, you can check out the links down below. Jump over to Twitter, share this out, and see you in 1 minute, 9 seconds. Peace.
You already know what time it is. Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning. Waiting on phone. Crypto in the morning. 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 Waiting on phone. Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning. Smoking a blunt on my way to the gym. 11 a.m. and I'm already tuned in. Got me some hacks and I'm making a stay. Got me some heads on, I'm making it rain. Pay me some maxi and that's just in case. Jim ready sent me to show you the way. Crypto in the morning, 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 crypto in the morning.
We are back. JC is having some technical issues, so we'll have him jump in just a minute here. Let's say hi to the chat, though. Pacific, AI in the thumbnail. I kept seeing CAD. Couldn't figure out what he was saying. AI, this shit is absolutely incredible. What is AI? We're going to talk about that in just a second. And whether you like it or not, you actually are familiar with AI. 420, yes, $420. That I made through AI. And I'm going to talk about the example on how I used AI, this tool that we're going to get into, more valuable than Google. This is going to be more valuable than Google, where you might have to pay a subscription for it. There might be ads. I don't think it's going to be an ad-based model, but this tool is going to be more valuable than Google is. Mac already started using OpenAI for my work as well. Amazing tool. This is an absolutely incredible, game-changing tool that is now available for free. Like you can't understand the value of or the impact of this until you go start to use it. You don't understand what sex is like until you have sex. And this tool is a game changer, bro, literally a game changer. And with that, special guest.
What the heck is going on? Sam Stolt, one of the leading forces in the AI GBT tech space moving forward. How are you doing this morning?
Bro, did I tell you that I've already used Chat GBT to make $420?
I was stressed out for 3 days straight because I knew that's all you were thinking about, and I wasn't ready to think about it at the moment yet. And I was just chronically anxious because I was like, I know Sam's only thinking about this. I know he doesn't care about what I'm talking about. And I had to just eat it. And because I know, dude, I'm not stupid. Like this shit is,
bro, this is
disruptive.
Yes.
Remember Pepe yesterday kept talking about disruptive innovation? I think this is like legit disruptive innovation. And Sam, the title of the thumbnail that I made in 5 minutes, by the way, I made the thumbnail in 5 minutes today. Went from 6 hours to 5 minutes in 3 days for my thumbnails. The first one took 6 hours. Today took 5 minutes.
Bro, and I bet. So actually,
you're gonna tell me I never have to do a thumbnail again. I'm sure of it.
No,
but
so
Sam,
what,
I need to learn first.
Okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into this because this is something that you guys can use. Everybody in the chat, if you use a computer, if you use communication,
tell them what.
I have not. Your audio was cutting out for just a second there. I have not. So what is this? It's a conversational AI. What I want to explain what an AI is. In your daily life, if you drive a vehicle and you have airbags, you can think of that as a form of a basic AI, right? AIs get better. I own a Tesla. I have it. There's an AI in my Tesla. That AI is for driving. So I put it into autopilot and it will stop at stop signs, stop at stop lights. It will go around cars, do all that shit, right? That's another AI, far more advanced than a airbag, right? Google uses AI as well, right? We train it every time we use it.
Elon said Twitter uses 4th grade AI yesterday in Spaces.
AI, bro, people don't understand.
He said Twitter uses 4th grade AI, and everyone was like, "Can you tell us about the Twitter?" He's like, "It's stupid and shit, and it sucks." This is all he said.
People don't understand how much Twitter is going to change over the next 18 months.
Dude, Twitter. Let me say a few points real quick because let me round some things together about why we're doing the show, why I'm thinking about this, why we're all thinking about this. Guys, right now is one of the most fundamentally, and Sam, you know what sucks, Sam? Oh, this sucks so bad. There's a couple guys in my life that are actually smarter, better, more wealthy, and a better fundamental person than I am. There's like 4 or 5 that I know personally, or like pretty well. They all knew about this shit already. I'm such a pleb. This makes me go full pleb. I'm such a pleb, dude. And then I'm thinking in my head after like a couple of days of discussing AI and like the future of this kind of work. And we're not worried about like, I hate when dum-dums. If you want to know who the dum-dum in the conversation is, wait who comes up and says, "Are the robots going to take over?" That's the biggest retard in the room. Because when Elon's up, you don't ask him about robots taking over. You ask him about innovative technology now. And somebody did that, pissed me off. So anyway, but a lot of my friends that are wealthy and a lot of my people I look up to, they were already on. Some of them even own companies already. It's like right now is the time for me, and I'm ready, deep dive in it, ready to learn, ready to get more business savvy with all this stuff. And while we're mixing this in, just remember, guys, there was a legit bank run on BTC out of Binance yesterday. Like legit. Like I've never seen anything like it. Really, it's like 40,000 Bitcoin got pushed out of that exchange. And, so guys, the markets are wrecked. Stuff's sketchy. Chill. The Fed rate. Oh, is today Wednesday? It's the Fed.
Today's Wednesday. Is that today or is it tomorrow?
That was
Might be. So I want to show you an example of this, the AI, right? So people can actually see this. So this is what it looks like. Now,
guys, if you're wanting to use this, and I'm going to ask you questions while we go through there, Sam, please. Why would I come to this website? Why? What would I, GRC, like what's something that I would like to do on this website?
Oh, that's funny you asked that. I have a perfect example for you. Okay, let's take the title. Bitcoin Bank Run, Binance, Nothing Burger, AI, Chat, GBT, Deep Dive. Okay, so let's understand. That is the title of the video. Now, let's try this out. So Chat, GBT, let's do this. Give me, and hopefully, let me make this bigger so everybody can see. I'm typing here at the bottom. Give me 10 bullet points for click the title for a YouTube video based on this. Boom. And then I took the title for the video and I put it here. Now we're going to press enter. And we're going to watch this magic happen. Is Bitcoin Bank Run happening right now? Binance, is it a nothing burger or a major player in the crypto world? get the inside scoop on Chat GBT and its use of AI technology. Bro, you can use this. You can use this. Bro, you can use this to come up with all your titles for all of the videos. Easy. Okay, let's take another example. And if you have thoughts on this, or you want to tell me, like, we can do something else, right? Okay.
No, please keep going. I'm not going to interject as much because this computer doesn't have as good of it's just not as quick. So just you go for the most part, and I'll interject a little.
Okay. Yeah, it does every once in a while. There's like a fraction of a second where it's like, okay. So let's go through the example that I did the other day, right? So I have a new product in, and I was like, well, maybe I should tell my list about this, right? So I took a part of my email list, and I was like, let me check and see how this works. And then I'll give you more examples of this. Write me a marketing email for a new product release called GHKCU topical peptide. I'll also mention how great it is for the skin. Right, boom. And then you press enter, and then watch this. If it actually, I don't know if it's running. There it goes. Dear valued customer, we are excited to announce the release of our new product, GHK topical peptide. This revolutionary peptide has been shown to have a multitude of benefits for the skin, including improved elasticity and reduced wrinkles. Bro, I had this write my email to my list, changed a little bit in here, and then I was like, okay, perfect. Now it just wrote me my marketing email. So I'm like, okay, give me 5 subject line. So this is in your email. Subject line, bullet points.
And real quick, Sam, another point is that, guys, these things were invented before, by the way. They just were not accessible by every human being for free at one time, which changes the dynamic of the technology by definition, because everyone is now using it. And what is the title of the thumbnail? Why you will get left behind if you do not learn this. I don't remember, but I said you will get left behind if you don't use GBT chat or whatever it is. So because clearly, like, I learned how to write a paragraph 4 weeks ago, literally. And I'll tell you what, I'm not right. I told Sam I've written like 3 emails this year, and I'm not bullish on writing more. I'm bullish on someone doing all this shit for me, because I don't need to figure like, all the human error in my brain that I'm not good at writing. So there's going to be things that are missed in interpretation because I'm not but this won't do that. Now I can be automated, focused, use everything appropriately. And it probably gives you the max best word for the moment. Like, it gives you the max. That's the whole point, guys. The whole point is that it gives you the algorithmic best of that subgroup with each algorithm. I'm sure there's a couple. I don't know exactly how it works.
So you had told me about this girl that like tweeted your thing or mentioned you in her stream. What was her name? Right? She said send you she said for you to send her an email. Correct? What was her name?
Oh, Wendy. Wendy.
Okay, perfect. So what you could use this for is write Wendy an email asking about when is best to come on her crypto YouTube show. Tell her that I like her show. Boom. So now you can use this. This will write you an email for Wendy. It says, Dear Wendy, I'm a big fan of your crypto YouTube show, and I've been wanting to come on as a guest. I was wondering if you could let me know, blah, 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 and you can copy this and put this in the email. And you're like, wait a second. This is cool. I like this. Saves me a boatload of time, but I'm super casual. So what you can do now is be like, rewrite this less formally. Right? So that way we can have it less formally. And then the AI will come through and write this again, but it will be less wordy. It'll be more direct, more like an actual human wrote it. I mean, not that like this sounds like somebody who's just being professional wrote it. You can even say, okay, rewrite a little cheeky, right? And then it will go through and it will rewrite again. Hey, Wendy, I'm a huge fan of your YouTube show and I've been dying to be a guest on it. Would be a good time for me to come on and share my thoughts with your viewers, right? You can have this rewrite your shit however you want, dude. You can use this to help you with many, 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 many different things. Another thing that I use this for is writing articles for a website, right? You can use this to write an article for a website. Let's say,
well, let's pop it down for a second. Let's see what the chat thinks. Let's see what they want. Let's see how they're interacting with this information. Chat, how are you feeling? One's in the chat if this is ultimate alpha. Two's in the chat if you're a little bit like, I don't really understand why or what or exactly. So just one if you're clear, two if you're fuzzy kind of. And Sam, but I wanted to ask you about everyone's like, oh no, Sam. I geeked out so hard. I almost pooped my pants when somebody said this, like literally fart poop. Like he was like, but all the artists are going to lose their jobs. That's what he said. He said it in the chat. I said, oh no, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, remember
the artists don't have jobs.
When there was 800 people working there and everyone had a full-time gig there and now there's 4. Everyone's fine, Bup. You understand? Innovative technology makes the world a better place. Stop being so selfish. Well, I like to paint in my free time and I sold 3 pieces of art and now somebody else can have an advantage because they can click buttons too. Oh, okay. Well, God gave you the ability to draw for some reason, so suck it. It's not, I'm saying when it comes to these things moving the world to a better place, don't be the crybaby at the bottom holding it down. Because you're just going to get wrecked. Oh, God, like you're going to be wrong, wrecked, no writing, GBT awesomeness, and you're going to think that the fax machine is still a go. It's not. It's fucking gone. No one uses it anymore. No one draws on the paintbrush as much anymore. I mean, that's still fun, I'm sure, but you know what I mean? So Sam, what do you think about the disruptiveness of this? You showed us some of the stuff. Like, I get it, dude. Like, I get it. Like, I fucking get it. But what is going on?
Bro, people are going to get so far behind because this has been impactful for lawyers. I literally had this write me a quick claim deed for the state because I'm buying another property. So I had this write me a quick claim deed to transfer a title on a property in New York, in the specific county, using the person's name, using my name, boom, all done like that. Lawyers, you need a commercial contract. Remember, I'm not saying this is perfect, but this is incredible.
No, it is perfect because it can't be not perfect. This is an algorithm for what everyone uses. The words they use, every human clicks buttons onto their search bar. It gets automated. Remember, we talk about AMM bots a lot, aggregators, right? This is not uncommon thing. So if you're a little younger, like, dude, I got this like horde of 18-year-olds that are like so smart on Instagram that are following me. You know, what's our boy's name? Lane hit me up on DMs yesterday. All his boys are, come on. Lane's the GOAT. He's tweeting Richard every day till he comes on the show. And, but guys, we're all in different positions in life. That's kind of what I like to say one thing, Sam. Yesterday, there was a Twitter space, and I am going to cover this again. I don't have my good computer on right now, so I can't really move through. It's like hours and hours and long. So, but Sam, this guy brought up, and I took a couple notes. This guy brought up yesterday, and his name, for anyone in the chat, you could tell me who he is, would be Mark Andreessen. Mark Andreessen.
He's a venture capitalist, I believe.
And he basically, let me just summarize his whole points for you. It was like 40 minutes long, then Elon come on, and then Elon stayed for like 30 minutes, and then it was over. He was like, this is a crazy cycle that we're going through right now. And this is a guy with a lot of experience, you could tell. And he was just sitting fat and happy too. He wasn't upset about nothing. So what was he saying? He said, this is the year of the first the decade of the first internet president. And my mind just, my mind just went, right? And I just was like, okay, I'm going to listen more. And he said, telling the truth will make you more money in this 10-year period, because telling the truth is almost the thing that no one can do, knows how to do, or is willing to do anymore. Therefore, it's completely priced out. Remember, Sam, I said, and I'm a pretty savvy dude. I'm not the smartest dude in the world, but I'm pretty savvy socially. And I caught a beat on that, Sam, early. I was like, I don't want any money. I want maybe later. I'm not there yet for me. I don't want it yet. It'll cause my brain to not be able to focus on what I need to focus on. GBT. What if someone was paying me to talk about Pulse Dogecoin right now? I would not be talking about the biggest innovative technology on the planet.
This is the biggest tool that's come out in the decade.
And in the art world, it'll be the biggest tool too for all the graphics, for everything. It's like I can do graphics forever now, period.
Well, think about this.
I couldn't do graphics last week, Sam. I can do thumbnails, graphics, AI, and write papers now.
Yes.
And that's just happened in a week.
And you can literally go through and have ChatGPT write a marketing, be like, hey, your local gym, the dude's 65 years old, your local law office, the dentist, etc.
Oh my
They will communicate. I'll write you emails. This is already happening. I will write you 4 emails a month to communicate with your customers. We'll talk about dentist hygiene. We'll talk about different brushing techniques. We'll talk about this, that, and the other thing to stay in touch with your customers. And I will do it for free for the first month. And then you pay me $1,000 a month. This is going to be used to make massive, massive sums of money.
And guys, humans are easy to fool, and they're about 5 years behind, generally 3 years behind. If they're with it, they're like a year or 2 behind. So basically, you can write articles without doing anything for everyone else for the next year and a half while you do jack shit, and they think you're doing miracle work. Period. That's what Sam's trying to tell you without being so direct with it. He's like, because it is miracle work, but they don't have the tools. What is Sam going to sit there and teach old people how to use AI? No, that's stupid. But what will he do? He'll do all their work for them in 7 minutes or whatever. You know, however.
That's how they're going to get left behind. People are going to get so left behind.
Well, businesses are gone, dude. Businesses are racked, gone, effed, racked if they're not using every one of these tools all day fucking long, period.
Think about that, right? Correct. I have my business. Now imagine another company similar to my business that doesn't use AI to their fullest potential. I will run the fuck over them, right? Because they're just not going to be able to keep up. They just can't keep up. You can't keep up. If I'm running as fast as I can and you're walking, who wins that shit? Right? You're just
technically there is a ratio for how long you can run. No, I'm just kidding. No, but no, yeah, you're 100% right, dude. It's just
you can only say you can walk 18 hours. I can jog for 18 hours. Cool. I'm going to destroy you because you're going to go to bed. Yeah. Next day, I'm still going to be running faster.
Well, that's why people always say, and Sam, you know, we both know this. We've been, you know, this is just that we're talking to the chat, trying to get everyone to understand as well. But at the end of the day, like, I know no one can keep up with me. Maybe a couple guys, right? You know, there's a handful of dudes that I know can keep up with me, and I've met about 100,000 people. Okay, I know I can tell everyone everything and come online the first second I get it, and I still don't come in last. Why? Takes them forever. They don't listen. No one thinks about it. No one studies. No one's into it. No one cares. Everyone's depressed. They're thinking about having sex with a girl that doesn't like them when there's 8 billion girls in the world. That's what they're doing. Sam posted a tweet yesterday that was very powerful. I wasn't really hating on OnlyFans because I don't really know much about OnlyFans. And I actually heard you could do business on there without sex, which I heard. So that was interesting. If possible, like if there's business, whatever. But anyway, you said if you wanted to see a pussy, why don't you look in the mirror? And I loved it. There's nothing about that phrase I didn't love. Sam, can you explain that in like a nice way for the younger guys in here? Because, dude, they need your help. Bro, like there's guys in here that are older. They don't really need to hear it. But there's a couple guys in here that are like, what is that? What are y'all talking about? Leadership. What does this all mean? Like when you were trying to say that, why wouldn't you want to go on something like that and sit there all day and maybe look at girls? That's cool, fun, right?
When you go through and you pay to see a girl naked on OnlyFans, you are a sorry piece of human flesh, right? If you want to see a pussy, if you want to see a sad excuse for a human being, all you need to do is look at yourself in the mirror. That's it. That's effectively what the tweet was. Because there is so many sad excuses for human beings today. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling you the truth. Like, we need more people to actually stand up and do what they need to do in their life to take care of things. Like,
and we can do this. We can help everyone. The internet president. I don't want to lose that, Sam. And Sam, I'm 28 years old, period. Like, I'm usually the younger guy in the group, but I'm also the guy. Remember, I make a big statement out of, I don't want money. I'm not a huge money guy. And I only say that because it's my personality. My parents are the same way. They're the same way, and they're both successful. So it's just like, say everyone has a different way. Like, this venture capitalist dude did not do it the way I did. Period. He was doing other shit. Hey, we got a $20 super chat here. Ooh, cool helmet.
Yeah, cool helmet, bro.
Halo helmet. Dude, me and Sam should get Halo helmets or something for the stream. Great stream yesterday on PLSB. Just watched it. Guys, I want to say something on that stream. I got a lot of heat on that in the DMs. And the truth of the matter is, everyone wanted to know how much of the shit I had. I don't have any. You know, I don't have any. Like, I think I did for like a minute or two, or like I looked at it, but I never, and I'm not saying that won't take over the world, but I'm telling you, this is so important to me. This little bubble right here, what I put in it, what I hold in it, and what I focus on. I'm not willing to focus on everything at all times. Sam knows that. Yesterday, I wasn't willing to focus on GBT yet. I was like, I need another day. We got Pulse Doge coming on. We got a bunch of stuff going on. I wanted to, but we had to wait. And I think it's just important, Sam, as we go on this show, we just stick to the business. Like, this is business, period. End of story. I could change everything in my life within a week, every week. It's ridiculous. The only problem is, I don't know how I'm going to leave my desk, because I'm so addicted to sitting here now. And again, this is coming from someone who never did desk time. I never had desk time I never did the school desk time. I never did the work desk time. I was climbing cell phone towers and training dogs. That's it. So I think it's important to remember, guys, like, as we go forward, understand, like, you get to decide whether you take advantage. Sam never bitches about the bear market, because there's no such thing as a bear market. There's just the prices go down and everyone cries. Like, oh no, the price of the free mint Zen that someone spent $100 on went down in 10%. GRC, you're so wrong. But what do I do right after that? I post, I was the first human on the internet to ever cover Zen crypto, because I wanted them to know why is he posting that? Oh, you know why. You know exactly why. Because in 2 years, I wrote every one of your fucking names down. Every single. I'm a sick fucker. And I write names down. I see someone write something ignorant, I get my little notepad out, and I said, I ain't never going to forget that. And if you say it goes up with the math, if you say liquidity providing isn't profitable, if you say anything that I know, like, shows that you don't have that nuanced detail, because, Sam, we need to fight right now. We need leaders. We need people that really want to change the world. Whatever that looks like to everyone else, it's different. So where are we at now in the conversation? It looks like, thank you so much for the super chat, bro. You're the good. And I'm not saying it's not good either, bro. I'm just like, dude, how much stuff can I cover? Sam, oh yeah, dude, SBF was denied bail and rearrested. He's probably going to go to prison for the rest of his life. I had Chad Marks, 19 years in federal prison, on this show yesterday. Jailhouse lawyer. Yesterday. Jailhouse lawyer. He's gotten more people off life in prison than any motherfucker on the East Coast. And we talked about all this stuff. And to be honest, he wasn't 100% sure. It was an odd case. But it's if you want to see some of that from yesterday, and I also did the Elon part. If you watch the Elon thing, you get his whole little portion of the. But I think it's really interesting to talk about that for 1 second, Sam. Did you see any of that stuff? We don't have to talk about the specifics, but, you know, the guy got arrested. And now somebody just wrote in here, Sam, LOL, Alan. SEC just charged 8 social media influencers in a 100 stock manipulation scheme. Was that Kevin? We know that Kevin guy. But anyway, Sam, what do you think about some of this stuff just real quick? We want to keep up with the crypto news a little bit too, but we're still going to talk about everything.
The government is going to come after influencers more and more because they're going to try to control the narrative. And they're going to change the rules so that they try to control the language, the words that come out of your mouth hole, right? They're going to change the rules to do this. There's a lot of bad characters out there, but they're going to go too far because the government always goes too far and has no idea what they're doing, right? So they're going to they're going to come after influencers for sure. There's zero doubt in my mind. They're already starting this process slowly, where they're going to come after people who are voicing their opinions online and just say, oh, you're not allowed to do this. What you're doing is actually illegal. And they're going to change the rules to go through and do this. This is the one that he just referenced. It looks like 8 social media influencers.
Oh, yeah. Scroll down on that if you don't mind. I would love to know if Just Meet Kevin is one of them.
I'm sure it's not.
No, I know. I actually been watching Just Meet Kevin a lot, and I read some of his articles. They're pretty good. They're pretty good on the legacy side. I've been learning that stuff.
Yes.
So good. But you can tell he doesn't care too much, so it's not that big a deal. Not about that, but he doesn't care about what everyone else is thinking about. So let me read this real quick. The Securities and Exchange Commission. Oh, we know a lot about them, and we know the Hex community. Richard went live just the other day on Twitter Spaces and said, is it fair that all my friends are getting SEC violations? I don't know. Is it fair? I don't know, but we'll see. Filed a lawsuit against 8 social media influencers for $100 million stock manipulation scheme. The individuals include co-founder, podcaster, and YouTuber. Oh, what about Big Pomp? As the SEC filed a lawsuit with the Southern District of Texas U.S. District Court. As per the latest detail in the press release by the SEC, the 8 social media influencers have been charged with stock manipulation scheme. These individuals were using social media platforms, including Twitter and Discord, to manipulate and exchange trade stocks. So at what point is it manipulating?
But this is what hedge funds do on the daily.
Yeah, no, but isn't that, this just seems like every crypto project I ever have manipulates their shit on Twitter and Telegram.
That's why it's a stock, not a crypto, because in crypto it's legal.
Oh yeah, you mean dude, we're dealing with securities now, baby.
Right.
Dude,
that's why they want this, so they can use their they want more power, right? They want more control over things.
And they're so right. They have, and when I say right, they have all the cards, bro. They have every card right now, bro. Like at what SBF just did. And I have a feeling they will sacrifice SBF and he will be not around anymore. He'll be in the sex in the sky, as we say, because seriously, guys, when your soul gets used up, when you are no longer a good puppet, you're a liability risk and you're a snitch risk, 24/7 snitch risk. Oh, that's what I asked Chad Marks about, Sam. I was like, what's the snitch risk on these guys? They're like, if he snitches, he's wrecked for life in prison, ever. They'll never leave him alone. You can't snitch. But guys like him, they don't have any emotional intelligence, Sam. Sam, where does emotional intelligence come into with these SECs? Like, I really try hard not to accept money and do stuff. Do you think that goes a long way when you're doing stuff like this? Like, do you think that I'm asking you, I don't know, who cares really, but am I doing a good job trying to make it no strings attached? Does it feel like it's fair? I feel like if someone reviewed my channel, they would feel like it was fair.
Correct. Because, well, you understand that even if it's a smaller amount of money, $5, $10, $15, $20,000, whatever that is to an individual, you can influence people, right? You can influence people to do things. One of the things that I like to do is I send out products for free to certain people, and they will make content around that for a product that doesn't cost a ton of money to send somebody out there for their time and money to go through and create content around it. That seems like a good deal. So when you get somebody to go through and you give them some money to do something, it almost always is super, super evident how incredibly biased they are. Right?
It's the staker syndrome. This is a word that I came up with, and because I was in Hex and I was only in Hex for a long time, when I was just starting, I didn't really know what was going on. And I realized the cognitive dissonance that is directly associated with staking or spending too much of your money in one place where you can't move it. Because what happens when you stake your hex? It's a unit of accounting on a front end. Therefore, you don't really realize that for a few months too. Like it takes a while to realize that. You don't know how they do it. So, and then you get this huge cognitive bias where we have grown men that would Sam, this is so important. Every time someone wants me to fail or tries to put me down, I put them on this list and I say, they're lying. They're lying. I look at my list and I say they're lying because I know I'm not lying. So I know they're lying, but I'm not going to point at someone and say you're a liar, right? But on my list, I know everyone. You're either ill-informed or you're a liar. And I put everyone on the list. Why? I have to remember that they were not standing up and fighting first principles. It's within all of us. Elon Musk talks about this a lot. It's a technique. It's a part of the world. If you give more value than you accept, if you want back, if you're trying to make the world a better place, if you're trying to innovate, you can do anything. But what a lot of the guys in this community and a lot of other communities, 90% of humans are suckers. You think I couldn't spend my whole life finding suckers? You don't think I could spend every waking day trying to make money finding suckers? Guys that don't get laid so much. I'll tell you, I get laid all the time, man. Yeah, I get laid. Fuck yeah. You want to talk to me? You want to talk to me? Hey, let's talk, man. Shit. I have 3 cars, this, that. I got a house, all this shit. Like, no, it's bullshit. Everyone's lying. Everyone's manipulating you. And everyone has something that doesn't have true innovation attached to it. And it sickens me. It sickens me to my core that nobody's willing to have these open-minded conversations when I've been trying to have them the whole time with everyone. So I see that, Sam, and I see all this stuff happening. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on? How many tokens that can stake are going to, like, what makes one token better? I don't want to talk about any of this stuff anymore. I just want to talk about business and moving forward now, because I spent 200 days doing it. And it's just like, people don't, where their bags are is where their brain's at. And I'm not going to be able to change that. So what do you think about that? All that shit.
It allows you, once you recognize that attention is going to follow where you put your money, right? So where you decide to put money, your attention is going to follow it. You'd be more intentional about how you spend your money. If you're going to McDonald's, right? If you're doing garbage things for your health, if you're doing bad behavior for your relationships, whether that's, you're just lying in them or being deceitful or you're purposely being manipulative, this will come out. This will all come out because you're feeding the negativity. There's a very interesting theory that I came up with the other day. I think I might have posted about it on my Instagram. Link down below if you guys want to check out the Instagram and my stories. If you understand good and evil, right? You may not believe in a God, right? But you understand that there's pure evil, right? There's pure evil. There's psychopaths out there that will shoot you with a smile on their face and laugh about it and have so much joy in their heart for doing that. Or touch or rape little children and they will do that and think of that as a good thing in their mind, right? So when you understand that there is true evil out there, there's an opposite. Whether you want to call that God, whether you want to call it Jesus, whether you want to fucking call it good energy, whatever you want to call it. Understand there's good and there's bad. And when you understand that there's good and bad, and then you see where we are as a world right now, think about this. Anytime you make excuses, anytime you go through life and you're complaining, what you're doing is worshiping Satan. By making excuses and by complaining, you're going through and worshiping the devil. And if you listen to any of the fucking idiots around you and they're complaining and they're making excuses, they're fucking losers. Get away from them because they're worshiping the devil. This is why, right? What did you just say? Where you invest your money, your energy, and your time goes, right? These people are investing their energy, because you can invest your energy or you can invest your money, right? So they're investing their energy, right? The most powerful thing. They're investing their energy into worshiping the devil.
It's the most powerful thing, but nobody knows that. 90% of people don't think that's true. They don't even think their energy is a thing. They don't even think they don't have enough self-worth to care. And that's the truth. I did not until I had, until I was about 25, 26, and I kind of rounded out like my hardest times in my life. Like I've never had a problem since then because it was so bad then that I know it doesn't matter. It was so bad that I know it doesn't matter. Oh, what's going to happen? Is RH going to unblock me today? Oh man, God damn. Is RH or maybe Jack will unfollow me. That could be a big nightmare for me. I might not sleep for a month. Like I got hacked for $40,000 at the top of Hex. Everyone called me a scammer and a piece of crap. And then they tried to, tell me I was lying. Guys, I'm over it. Frankly, I'm over it. You guys can suck my balls and lick my ass because you're pieces of crap. I've been trying hard as fuck and I get nothing but hate from all those guys. And I just don't care anymore. Period.
Well, you have gone through this more recently, and let's talk about this for a second because I think this is important here. I've done this my entire life. If it doesn't matter who it is, and I understand that like I'm different, but what are your thoughts on this? And then I'll give my thoughts on this question.
Sometimes it's hard when it's family to break away from their opinions and their influence. That's more of an emotional thing for you. That's just a you problem more than a family problem. Like my family's awesome. That some people, they make some people's lives better than anyone's. And frankly, my mom makes my life stressful sometimes and is annoying and doesn't really want to have productive conversations with me, but that's not her place. That's not her role. And I don't need my mother for that. And you know what my role is? How about this? I'll be there for my mother if she needs me. But other than that, I'll just chill. Like what, I'm a grown ass man. And if your family is making it negative and hard for you, you must escape now. And I don't mean a little bit of like, oh, you guys went to get eaten, y'all had a little argument about something and your brother said you were a dick. I'm talking about if they're draining vampire energy from you 24/7, you must never deal with them again if you can. But that is fucking hard to deal with because of the cognitive dissonance. Sam's stronger on this point than me because he's older and he had to deal with this, I'm sure. And I'm dealing with it right now. Frankly, it's just a way. It's a human thing. It's a life thing. Sam, your experience with that, I would love to know because we don't think we ever asked you your direct experience with that.
I see that as just like most things in life, where it's a muscle, right? And creativity is a muscle. So if that's it, because it's an issue for a lot of people, right? But as you stand up for yourself, and not necessarily, now I'm not talking about standing up to yourself to your family members or friends. I'm talking about standing up to yourself as in the person in the mirror that looks back at you every day. You stand up to yourself and you start becoming the person that you know you can be and taking responsibility for your life. The other shit starts to become peripheral.
Exactly. Because Sam, people need to realize why God put them on the earth. And I say God as the overall statement. I don't know the direct route of all that, but that's not the point. The point is when you figure out why you were put here, that's
impact the world, right? Like,
well, you figure out that you have skills that others don't, and everyone has skills, right? It's just up to you to find them. It's up to you to train them. If I did anything right in my life, I spent this much time working. I spent this much time living before. Like I worked a lot when I was working, but like 19 to 25, I basically did whatever I want. I serial dated women. I did a million crazy fucking things. I experimented with steroids. Because I knew if I did it then, I would learn. And I couldn't do that when I had a wife. Well, back in the day, you always think, I'll probably have a wife at some point. Like, you don't really know. But I was like, I won't be able to do this stuff when there's someone there and I have kids, maybe more responsibilities. Maybe I should get some of this out of my system. More on the sex part of that. Because sex is a huge waste of time. And I think it's something that ruins most guys. I spent 15, 20 years hurting so badly in my soul, in my heart, because I did not think that a woman that was truthfully attractive would appreciate me. I felt that way for every day until I got a fucking clue, until I was 25. And I mean, I had hot girls and stuff, but it was never enough. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what it was. But the whole thing was, I did not respect myself. If you know, I had a super beautiful, amazing girlfriend who made much more money than me. 2 weeks ago, she dumped me. Have you heard me crying? Where's the crybabies? No, I told her, if you want to leave, get the fuck out. In a nice way. I didn't say get the fuck out.
That's like, for most modern simplicity, I'm assuming as a dude, I don't know, but
He is.
as a guy, right? Like, I mean, whatever energy you're feeling, whether it's like sad or like you don't have the support, or like frustrated that your family's not there with you, right? Whatever energy you're feeling, I think it was Newton's law, where like energy, it can only be transferred, right? So take that energy.
Can't be created or destroyed. It just moves.
It just moves. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So that energy, let that move through you in a positive manner to accomplish more of the things you need to do. And maybe you're not doing some of the things that you think that you want to be able to do, like bigger things or making another extra zero in your income. 100% possible, because you got to start with the small shit that you're not doing in your life. Are you like telling yourself you're supposed to clean your kitchen? You don't clean your kitchen. Are you supposed to do that extra call at work and you're not doing that call? Are you supposed to go to the gym? Are you not supposed to shovel garbage into your face? Right? Are you supposed to go to bed early instead of scrolling on Instagram? And are you supposed to be reading that book? Take care of all the small shit that allows you to build strength to take care of the bigger things.
You have to understand why you do those things, though. Like, why do you want to turn the porn machine on? Why? Right? It's like, so again, every guy gets horny. For example, like, I think that's a good one because it's relatable. That doesn't, like, dude, yeah, there's some girls that I could probably wrangle up some trouble with tonight, I'm sure. Am I going to do that? Fuck no. Why? Maybe next year. Not right now. I did that too much. People try to hold me back, tell me what to do all this stuff. No, I'm done. All of it. And I'll show everyone. And they will be better because of it. And that's my fight, right? Like, if I can show 100,000 kids how to be emotionally fit and successful, because what are you going to do? Take my money? What are you going to do? What, you going to steal my computer and punch me? Like, I don't need it. I have the tools. I have everything I need here. Here. If I got dropped into a random city and somebody said, you got to find a girlfriend in 4 days, I would have a girlfriend in 4 days. Period. And I'm saying, if I had to like make something happen at work, like, I'm trying to show people, like, but it's a muscle. If you get thrown into a cage with dogs 100 times in a year, the 101st time ain't going to hit the same as the first, fam. When my first girl dumped me, I think I didn't leave my bed for like 3 months. I was like 14, Now it's like, I'm happy they left. Just like if Sam loves his girlfriend, everything about her, blah, 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 blah. But he would never, ever, ever, ever stop doing what he's doing for anyone. And that's the reason she likes him. Learn. Yo, what the Blood on the Razor Wire TV? That's my boy Chad Marks. If you like guys that, first of all, are badass leaders, guys that had he spent 16 years, a lot of that in USP, Big Sandy, when the prison system was the most dangerous. He's witnessed people get murdered. He's seen his friends get slaughtered. And he spent 16 years for a non-violent crime. And he wakes up every day and puts in work. He came on the stream yesterday just about crypto. He don't know. He's just like he's a good man and a leader. And those are the guys I try. It's never about money. I don't know how much money he has or doesn't have. Who the fuck? How would I know? I know what leadership looks like. And I remember the internet president thing, that whole idea. That's what I'm saying. It's not like, I don't mean president like Joe Biden part, but I mean like you can just build armies, but if you pick the right players, you can just it's inevitable. It's undeniable. The first principles
Yeah.
always reign through.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to realize, Sam, that this stuff's undeniable. Like all of it. It's just
Yes.
undeniable. And it's just like, this is so awesome.
Yes. No, I'm working a deal right now to like start another business, and I'm thinking about the same thing about who do I need to bring into this as for the team members so that I can think bigger and allow it to expand much faster to new levels of awesomeness that I'm not even conceiving at this moment, because I'm bringing in other players that are fucking awesome and they know how to use this, and they can expand in other ways that I'm not even thinking about.
I would love to give you a marketing pitch too. Like if I was just like, if I were to give you a marketing pitch, I'll just write it down and see what comes out of my brain, because I could see a couple guys with their own YouTube channels covering your stuff separately. And so you could take a little bit of the off of the like content on that part. You still do all the shit, all the emails, all the GBT. but you know what I'm saying? So guys, I'm going to be going hard. All right, let me tell, and Sam, I got to talk to you. I will not let this crypto in the morning shit go, so Sam, me and Sam are going to have to work kind of hard in the next 2 months, because there's a portion of the January where I'm going to be in Nicaragua. Now I'm going to be streaming and making content all day long. So I'm literally going to go down there and learn how to be like a full blown, like I'm just going to take the time and learn how to do all this stuff. And then Sam's going on a vacay too. It'll be no problem when Sam's gone. I got to start figuring out while I'm gone to make sure everything's buffed up and good. But I have a feeling there'll be so much AI shit to talk about that Sam won't even be able to leave his computer anyway. And I'm hoping, but I will not let anything happen. You just got to be flexible with me, because I'll be in Nicaragua and I got to make sure I figure out all my internet.
Crypto in the morning with bullish shocks every day, 11 a.m.
Yes, dude. Anyone, hey, keep it. Okay, StreamYard, click it and get on here. Bring some awesome guests on, dude.
Hey, we'll figure it out. If we have to bring in some special guests, we'll bring in
You
some
can
special
bring,
guests.
dude.
No, but like we have a lot of people in the community who would like just be like, yeah, I'll be the host for a day. Like,
yeah, and we could do a promotionary thing.
Talk shows do it all the time.
People while I'm gone.
Talk shows do it all the time.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be like available, and I'll probably be more available somehow, like because I'm so obsessed with work right now. Like my life, I'm not making any money other than like what I'm doing with my crypto stuff. I guess that's considered making money too. But it's not about that for me right now. I put myself in a position where I could live like this for a while, and because I knew I had to tell the truth, and the truth doesn't always get you paid right away. That's the truth, but it does get you paid with sweet glory, honey hole nectar down the line. That unbelievably life-changing things can happen to you when you put more effort into helping other people than you do yourself. Absolutely. Every time I see Chad pop up on a live stream, send him a 20, send him a 10. Does he need it? Do I need it? I don't fucking know. I'm going to send it because I don't care anymore. It's all about giving. And I learned that in recovery. I was in a sober recovery situation for years. And they said, if you want to live a good life, you must spend your life making others better. And I agree with most of that, but not all of it. Because sometimes they overdo it and then they're just like slaving to everyone else. But you can't help anyone if you don't help yourself. And the image you project is the image you have to protect. That's Chad Marks. That's a Chad Marks line. So it's the image. So Sam, when you talk about big PP, when you talk about forever 10,000x gains, that's the image you have to protect. So I make sure I don't say things that I'm going to have to protect down the line.
Yes.
Because the image you project, it's not the truth. It's the image you project. Is whatever it is. Could be the truth, could be not the truth. That is the image you will project. You work for that image now. Now, Richard works for that now. Because before he was teaching me about liquidity. Frankly, there was no PP situation. Now it's 10,000x gains PP talk. All right, project. You got that, buddy? Are you that guy? Come on.
That's why people get defensive. That's why they say stupid shit. That's why they go in the wrong direction, all that things, because they're trying to protect that image that they're putting
And I'm
out.
trying to help my guys keep this solid. So solid. Dude, imagine if all we did was brag about the cool stuff we did before. What would Sam say? He'd be like, What would I say to Richard? I was broke and I effed more girls than you in a weekend at my mom's house. Like, is that what you want to hear, Richard? Like, Richard, want to talk about girls? Want to talk about this? Want to talk about that? I did that stuff when I was working at Jimmy John's when I was 17, and I was getting tens, and I was smoking weed, and I was drinking alcohol, and I was doing drugs, and it was horrible. Do I want to relive that? No, but at the same time, it's important to understand you have to experience these things to a degree too. Derek Moore-Plate, last thing, Derek Moore-Plate's More Dates has this one video, and it says why you should date girls before you start a business. And it's just a long video, like really explain. But I believe that is so true because I did all that stuff before I ever even made $1, dude. Like I never even knew what money was. I was just like, I gotta chase girls.
Like I've never seen the video you're referencing, but just hearing you saying it, it makes a lot of sense.
It
makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah,
correct.
If not, you're gonna waste all your profits on chasing women.
You waste this wavelength.
Well, yeah.
I was just gonna say your attention is gonna go wherever you put the energy. And if you're putting that energy into like, chasing girls around, cool, have fun with that. But that's where your attention is gonna go, not on creating the bigger purpose,
right.
Not on living to a higher standard, not on creating more impact and in your life, but also in everybody else's life that you care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and people do it like.
Yeah,
even at 60 years old.
Instead of like reinvesting into yourself,
you kind of do what you want.
Instead of like reinvesting into yourself and into the business, you're just gonna reinvest it into chasing, tail.
And you're gonna think, but the worst part is that you have to be buying your own bullshit at that point. So you have to actually think in your heart and soul that dating women has an ROI, that you are gonna be cooler and somehow more respected, that your dopaminergic reaction to life is going to be enhanced over time because of this. And if you've done it already, you just laugh and you're like, what a wreck pleb. You're just like, what a wreck pleb. I already did that. You're going to depression, all of it coming hot, heavy, wait to be.
I didn't see the depression or any of the anxiety stuff unnecessarily.
Well, you had more morals than me. You had a better moral compass than me. You maybe I was a fucking demon. Like I was on drugs all the time. So I didn't even know emotion. Like I was just like, this is about me. I need to fulfill some sort of basically mutual masturbation was what I was doing with a bunch of girls. They were coming over and it was just no connection, just no nothing. And those girls hate me to this day. And it hurts me because I'm not that person anymore. But it doesn't hurt me like.
Yeah, where a lot of the girls.
Well, I had a girl hit me up and she's like, I heard some things that I think I invited her to a wedding or something. And she was like, I heard some things that you did while we were dating and I won't never speak with you again. And I was just like, fuck, my bad.
Where a lot of the girls, well, not necessarily a lot of, there's a lot of them, but there's a bunch of them, they would still have a conversation with me, or they understand that like, I was probably the best thing that they was ever around because I just continue to forever work on myself in every way, shape, and form. Right. But let's say hi to the chat real quick again.
Yeah, I think we can round up too. Is I love this channel, guys. Yet you need to understand how evil some women are. Whoa. Bad framing. Horrible framing for any kind of thought process there. So you never want to, I don't even know what your point is at the end, but understand that women are women and they're all different. And women are just humans. Just because your interpretation of what a woman has done to you is evil, the truth is you were not providing what a woman needed. And every girl that's dumped me, it's because I did not provide her enough value. And the truth is I'd stopped providing value for every girl. And I ain't the best dude in the world. I ain't the tallest dude in the world. Like, yeah, maybe I'm like, look like decent on the camera, but the truth is I'm an average fucking dude. But I don't have average, like, emotional, like I'm very driven, but it's important to understand, like, women are women, you are you. Everything that happens in your life is your fault. Period. End of story. It's on you. If you're upset about something right now, what the fuck do you do wrong? Figure it out. Because, oh yeah, and then how easy are and they? Yes, a girl that you are ignorant about for 10 years and married to, that have business ties with and have made 100 bad decisions with, yes, you will get fleeced because you're a moron. You're not going to get fleeced if your woman has respect for you. You think that Sam's girl is going to leave him and start getting lawsuits going? You're fucking out of your mind. I don't even know her. And I'd bet everything, the house, the car, everything that she would just say, whether he did something mean or not, she would just be like, is what it is at the end of the day.
Yes.
And that's why he likes her. So I understand they have that first principle kind of thing going. Like, that's why I've been trying to relate everything back to that and make that like a little statement that I say more often too, because I've been learning about it, and Elon and you, like, oh, you guys have helped me so much. So
you can go through and wrap up. I know you're about to do that.
Let's just wrap up, guys. And hey, Sam, if you want to do another stream today on crypto news only, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to line up 45 minutes, 3 videos. One of them's going to be O'Leary at the court today. I saw that popped up, but we're going to work through like the actual legal. I'm learning legal shit now. Chad Marks is helping me. I'm learning financial legal stuff now, because what else am I going to do? They're going to arrest my ass sometime. So got to figure it out.
Also, we have a Buck from Fiat/Famous who wants to do another stream this week. So
what are they doing? I have totally been off on.
Well, they already launched the sacrifice for Famous, but aside from that, I haven't checked. But I know they did like 2.5 for 5 million, like 30 minutes or some crazy shit like that.
I'll tell you what, Buck's got a brain on him.
But anyway, but aside from that, you know, like he enjoyed the conversation you guys had last time, so he wants to do it again. So we should try.
I want to talk to him
pencil
too.
That in this week. Let's pencil that in this week. We can do it pre-recorded and then release it over the weekend.
Guys, and if you're watching this, pre-recorded, that would be good.
Yeah, we can do it pre-recorded and release it over the weekend.
So, and guys, if you're not subscribed to me and Sam on Twitter, I'll be going live. Check out my thumbnails. I be practicing. Sam's usually got a Santa hat on until Christmas is over, just because it's fun. But yeah, let's just keep moving forward, guys. We're going to be talking about innovation, technology, business, making money, and emotional fitness. Pretty much moving forward. I ain't talking about one. We'll do deep dives on cryptos when it's appropriate, but I'm not doing this whole pick a team and have to not be able to look at my DMs for 6 years because so many grown men can't fucking figure it out. Like, it's just disgusting. I don't even know how to block it. Their all names are Hex something. This guy's and then some pop up in the chat and I'm like, oh, that wasn't that guy. He's a good guy. And so I'm just not going to look at it. So if I'm not answering your DMs, it's because I'm waiting for a little bit of the bear market, like everyone rugged kind of vibe to go away, because they just end up in my DMs. So Sam, incredible. We're going to be talking AI, and I wrote this down too. AI shows Sam ASAP, deep research, and I was talking about a separate show. That was a separate show, like a little 30-minute guy where we could just bam, 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 and then for AI only. But anyway, we'll talk, Sam. Great to see you. Great bullish, everyone. I woke up a little late today. I did 3 streams yesterday, guys. Have an amazing day. I was the first person on the internet to cover Zen crypto. If anyone tells you different, they made a mistake, fam. Come on.
You already know what time it is. Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning. Waiting on phone. Crypto in the morning. 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 Waiting on phone. Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning. Smoking a blunt on my way to the gym. 11 a.m. and I'm already tuned in. Got me some hex and I'm making a stake. Got me some hedron, I'm making it rain. Pay me some maxi and that's just in case. Jim ready to send me to show you the way. Crypto in the morning.